Apple just made your iPhone feel like it time traveled from the year 2030. Liquid. Freaking. Glass. Yep, at WWDC 2025, Apple didn't just give us another boring OS update with minor tweaks and shiny app icons. Nope, they went full sci-fi mode this year. iOS 26 is here, and it's basically saying, you thought you knew your iPhone? Think again. But hold up, before we dive in, just imagine this. You're walking down the street, see a cool-looking guitar in someone's IG story, screenshot it, and bam. Your phone tells you exactly what it is, what bands use it, and even where to buy one. That's not a dream. That's visual intelligence. And yes, it's powered by ChatGPT. Crazy, right? Okay, let's unpack everything Apple just dropped at WWDC 2025. We got AI upgrades, the return of Apple Intelligence, the sleek new liquid glass interface that basically looks like your iPhone took a bath in aesthetic, plus big changes to iPad, Mac, Apple TV, and a whole bunch of little features that'll make you go, why didn't we have this before? So yeah, grab your coffee or energy drink, no judgment, and let's get into it. Look, Apple has been teasing this liquid glass thing for months, and now it's finally official. It's this new interface across iOS 26, iPadOS 26, macOS Tahoe, we'll get to that name in a second, and even Apple TV Plus. Imagine everything on your screen kind of melting into background, but still being sharp and touchable. Sounds weird? It works. It's like the smooth, transparent UI of Iron Man's suit, but on your iPhone. Menu bars fade until you need them. Safari hides the toolbar until you swipe. Even widgets and dock icons look liquid. It's all fluid, sleek, and honestly, it kind of makes Android look like Windows 95. Okay, Android fans, don't come for me in the comments. Or actually, do. Engagement is engagement. Now here's where it gets spicy. Apple Intelligence is back, and it's smarter, sassier, and sneakier than ever. Even though Siri didn't show up on stage this year, again, Apple Intelligence is all over iOS 26. First up, live translation. You speak in English, it spits out Spanish, or French, or Mandarin. It does it in real time on calls, FaceTime, messages, you name it. And it doesn't feel gimmicky. It feels like Apple took a page out of sci-fi and said, yeah, we can do that now. And it doesn't stop there. The real game changer? Visual intelligence. This one's wild. Like we mentioned earlier, you can screenshot stuff you see, clothes, instruments, weird-looking lamps, and your phone will not only tell you what it is, but let you search across apps like Etsy, Pinterest, and even find songs it's related to. So you're scrolling, you see a cool jacket on someone's IG story. Bam, screenshot, and your phone pulls up similar styles from stores. No more where'd you get that. Just swipe and buy. Capitalism just got easier, folks. And here's the kicker. It's all powered in part by ChatGPT, but with Apple's privacy-first flair. So it's smart without being creepy. Allegedly. Still keeping an eye on that. Apple. Also, they've added calendar integration right inside visual intelligence. You see a concert poster in your feed, screenshot it, and you can literally tap Add to Calendar without leaving Instagram or Safari. Like, why hasn't this existed until now? Anyway, Apple's low-key flexing this whole AI, but make it useful thing, and I'm here for it. By the way, would you actually use this visual intelligence stuff day to day? Or is it just one of those features you forget exists until your cousin reminds you? Drop a comment and let me know. Genuinely curious. Now let's talk messages, because Apple's finally getting the memo that people want more than just blue bubbles. Spam detection in messages is getting a glow up. Unknown senders? They're now sorted into a separate tab, automatically, and you can approve or block them without them cluttering your main inbox. About time. And yeah, polls and messages. You can now ask your friends where to eat without starting a 37-message group chat war. Thanks, Apple. All right, now here's something that's going to make your grandma say, finally. Apple's phone app is getting a full makeover. You've now got favorites, recents, and voicemail all in a single tab. No more tapping around like you're solving a puzzle just to find a missed call. Also, AI-generated voicemail summaries? Yes, please. Your aunt leaves a 3-minute voicemail about cat food? Your phone turns it into 2 lines. Boom. Save your sanity. And this next one, this might be the sleeper hit of the whole update. Hold assist. Let me paint a picture. You're calling customer support. You're on hold, listening to that soul-crushing jazz loop. Your iPhone says, "Hey, I got this," and lets you hang up while it stays in line. When the agent finally picks up, you get a notification and reconnect. This is genius. Like, seriously, why did no one think of this earlier? Bravo, Apple. All right, let's move to the iPad side of things, because iPadOS 26 is basically saying, we want to be a real computer now. The windowing system is more flexible than ever. You can finally resize, rearrange, and organize multiple apps like you're on a Mac. It's giving desktop vibes, but still has that smooth iPad touch. Perfect for multitaskers, or people who say they multitask, but mostly just have Netflix open while pretending to work. No judgment. We've all been there. And speaking of the Mac, yep, macOS Tahoe is the name this year. Not gonna lie, it kind of sounds like a vacation resort, but it looks dope. Liquid glass design is here too, and it makes your Mac feel fresh. They've added fun little things like adding emojis to folders. Not world-changing, but fun. Sometimes fun is enough. Now, Apple TV Plus got a little glow up too. The interface got the liquid glass love, and titles on the homepage are bolder and easier to read. Menus are slicker. It's subtle, but it just feels more premium. Okay, here's the part that didn't get much stage time, but really matters: release dates. iOS 26 drops for devs on June 9th. Public beta next month. Final release? This fall. And if you've got an iPhone 11 or newer, you're in. If you're on iPhone 10 or older, look, you might need to start shopping. Now, a little drama from behind the scenes. Apple stock actually dropped during WWDC. Yeah, shares went from about $204 to under $202 while the event was still happening. Probably because investors were expecting more from Siri's AI reboot, which, by the way, is still delayed to 2026. Yep, Siri is still on mute. But hey, maybe it's like a Marvel movie. Save the best for the post-credits. So let's wrap it up real quick. What did we get? A sleek new look, smart features you'll actually use, AI that doesn't feel invasive, and a design language that makes everything feel next-gen without being confusing. Is this the biggest Apple update ever? No. But is it one of the coolest looking and most practical updates in recent memory? Honestly, yeah. iOS 26 is like Apple saying, we're not going to overload you with gimmicks. We're just going to make your phone smarter and sexier. And hey, are you upgrading when iOS 26 drops? Or are you sticking with what you've got? Let me know in the comments. I read them all, even the weird ones. And if you're still here, first off, you rock. Second, hit that like button if you learned anything new. Smash subscribe if you love staying ahead in the world of AI, EVs, and future tech. And hey, what do you want to see us break down next? Drop your video idea in the comments, or we're sending Hold Assist to call your boss. Just kidding, or are we? Catch you in the next one.